We are live and welcome back to Screen Fame. You're watching a cinematic movie moment. After watching Rambo Last Blood and laughing till basically blood was coming out of my nose, and how ridiculous of a film it was. Nothing could be more ridiculous than this. This is one movie here that is ridiculously good. Now, this was supposed to be the response to the big hit movie Rambo. Arnold Schwarzenegger came out with the very entertaining Commando. And it's funny that Rambo Last Blood basically takes the script of Commando and just names it Rambo Last Blood, which fueled the competition between Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger starts off with this highly trained military man who could smell people coming. His little daughter, who he's raising on his own, they never explain what happens to mommy, but I guess she didn't agree with Colonel Matrix and his military system. Some third world guy kidnaps his daughter, pretends like they're wiping out his former unit. And his former unit looked like they didn't study as well as he did when it came to being a great soldier. They looked like regular men who was just taken out very easily. Found out he was betrayed by his buddy Bennett, a former member of his unit. This betrayal forced Colonel Matrix to go into commando mode to get his daughter back. That means break the law, tell everybody about his lieutenant, who kept saying some of the funniest lines in history. All the lieutenant did was show up at sites that Matrix was already visited and just drop one-liners. Made it the funniest movie of all time.
Channel in the area. What are you expecting? World War III.
That's his former general, General Franklin Kirby.
Matrix? Call the federal building. Have a monitor every police, aviation, and marine channel in the area. What are you expecting? World War III.
This man just broke into a surplus store, stole every gun out of there. Do I mean every gun? I mean every gun that was in there he took out. He gets a bulldozer, knocks down the doors. Oh yeah, and the airline stewardess. Now it's time to go commando. Just walk in and grab all the military goodies you can grab. time to go real commando now.
What's that? Rocket launcher. Go. Don't even think about
The looniest cop shows up.
it. Stick him in the trash.
And he gets arrested like he didn't expect this happening. Oh, I give Commando a 3 out of 4 stars just for entertainment.
If you call General Franklin Kirby, he will explain everything to you.
I think we ran him in last week, right?
I think we ran him in last week. Kirby, huh? And it's funny. Every time he runs in a jam, he think his general is going to get him out of trouble. Call General Franklin Kirby. Like everybody got his phone number. So
If you call General Franklin Kirby, he will explain everything to you.
call General Franklin Kirby.
But she does.
And she pulls out a rocket launcher and shoots the police car. As a kid, we thought this was entertaining. But when you get older, you realize how ridiculous this is.
Run. You're flying.
Uh-oh. Once again, he's in a situation where my man Bill Paxton shows up.
You must change course. We will be forced to land. Acknowledge. Urgent. Repeat. Urgent. You must contact General Franklin Kirby.
Every time it's a problem, somebody got to call General Franklin Kirby. Nobody has Curry's information.
You must first change course or you risk being shot down. Acknowledge.
They shoot the shit out of this area all the time. All the flights out of LAX avoid it like the plague.
Can you go below radar?
Not marine radar. Maybe if I get us close enough to the water, the waves can camouflage.
Call General Franklin Kirby. He's going to explain everything to you. Bennett.
Make radio sounds until they see me.
No, Kirby, code red, coordinate.
Oh, yeah, the brother. The brother from the beginning. His hat don't fall off for 15 hours straight.
Now you remember the message.
Commando, Kirby, code red, coordinates. Got it.
Don't break radio sounds until they see me.
How will I know?
Because all fucking hell is gonna break loose.
Be careful, Matrix. Good luck.
All she cared about is she had a man. But now it's time to go commando. Well, one of the most ridiculous acts in movie history takes place. This one man takes on like 75 soldiers at once. Commando.
He was not on the plane. Killer.
Now, he's supposed to be this real assassin. These guys are just running out. Nobody's ducking for cover. They just running out the door getting shot. Now, you see this guy, his back is turned. You got two soldiers coming up with one guy standing right there in front of you with his back turned. He's the target. They're shooting at him. He's grabbed a rocket launcher and started running as his defense to gunfire. Then he's like, okay, let me stop, drop that, turn around and deal with these guys. And when I'm going to shoot, I'm going to hit. And then here come more soldiers running around the corner shooting. And in order to stop the bullets, they're shooting right at him. He's just walking. He's right in front of them. But what's going to stop all that is I'm going to blow this deal up, blow up all these facilities. And that's going to make all of them fall down. And I'm going to keep running.
Welcome back, John.
And Crazy Bennett is happy to see me. And then finally, Kirby gets a call.
Commando, I say again, Commando. This is Whiskey X-Ray 448. I have an emergency priority message for General Franklin Kirby. I repeat, General Franklin Kirby.
General Kirby, you'd better get out here. We have your message on the teletype.
And finally, General Franklin Kirby gets a phone call. So if anybody wanted to contact General Franklin Kirby, they had to remember these frequencies and codes.
I say again, Commando. This is Whiskey X-Ray 448. I have an emergency priority message for General Franklin Kirby. I repeat, General Franklin Kirby.
General Kirby, you'd better get out here. We have your message on the teletype.
Look at Kirby like, I'm up. This is what I've been waiting on. I'm a general of the military and can't find one damn soldier that keeps blowing up things everywhere he goes. General Franklin Kirby. Oh my goodness. I love Commando. He blows up. Look at this. Everybody's just running around, getting taken out. This is just like, it's like 55 men. He runs out of bullets and just starts making people flip with grenades. Now, not a scratch. He's going down a Soul Train line, taking out 55 soldiers by himself. Now he's out of bullets, but he's in here in this barn that has saws and everything else. One guy was able to get a scratch on him. Now, the soldiers got them all surrounded. All this firepower. They tear up the entire building. Now, why ain't the rest of the soldiers shooting? They see that they didn't hit anything. He didn't get scratched. They let him come down, expose himself. No one's opening fire. One guy gets a haircut, gets a George Jefferson haircut from a saw. Then he's throwing saws like they ninja stars. One hits the guy right in the chest, so that prevents him from using his military rifle. Now he got an axe and a machete. Everybody's got guns. Don't matter when you Arnold Schwarzenegger and your name is Commando. Hey, that's a nice arm. You ain't gonna need that no more. Now I got a gun. And now they don't miss. And here comes more soldiers. What? Don't you think this was overkill for this one guy to have an entire military force to kidnap one girl? A 13-year-old girl? That's a bit excessive. One of the craziest movies ever made. I love it. Commando. And Arnold finally gets stopped.
John? How's your arm, John? Come over and find out. No, thanks. I think I'll take a pass.
No.
John, stick your head out. One shot. Maybe between the eyes. I'll make it quick. Just for old time's sake.
Bennett, stop screwing around and let the girl go.
Now, this is the most idiotic moment in cinema history. Watch what happens. Rambo is terrible. Oh, this is more hilarious than anything. Watch what happens now. The guy you want is shot in the arm. He's hurt. And all of a sudden, you have the advantage. You have his daughter. You have him weaponless. Well, no firearm.
It's me that you want.
And Bennett's got everything he wants. So why in the world would Bennett, who finally has what he wants in position, why would he give up this position? Watch what happens now.
I have only one arm. You can beat me. Come on, Bennett. Throw away that chicken shit gun.
There he is, weaponless. You can take him down.
I just want to pull a trigger.
He pulls out a knife and starts
Look me in the eye. See what's
flickering
going on
it.
in there when you turn it. That's what you want to do, right? Come on, let the girl go. It's between you and me. Don't deprive yourself of some pleasure. Come on, Bennett. Let's party. I can beat you. I don't need the girl.
He doesn't need the girl now. Now he gives up the girl. He's been hypnotized by Bennett into wanting to go to war with him with a knife. It's going to get even more ridiculous. He gives up the daughter, the only thing that was keeping him at an advantage, gives that up. He's got the gun.
A gun, John.
He don't need a gun.
I can beat you.
I don't need no gun.
He throws away his pistol. Let go of the hostage so he can pull out a knife. So that he can go in combat with a knife. To give the guy that he wants dead all these years a fair shot so they can go to war.
Old, John. You're getting old.
That's how I'm gonna be like, you're getting old, Bron. You're getting old. Oh man. Oh, this is hilarious, people. This is a hilarious moment in cinema history. Now, why is he acting like he cut the man on the wrist? He should be bleeding out after this idiot throws away his doggone knife. I mean, throws away his gun and gives up the daughter so that he can get engaged in a knife fight. In the bad guy handbook, this is a no-no. It's called the Bennett rule. Don't be a Bennett. This is where the phrase is, my name ain't Bennett, I'm not in it. Don't be a Bennett. Now, this is another bizarre thing. This guy has one arm. You have two arms. You got one arm around his neck and you're trying to come around with a knife on top. He's got one arm. You have two. Gouge his eyes out or something. Don't this seem very bizarre to you? You got two arms. The guy got one arm. He got shot in the arm. Very interesting. okay, you got Bennett caught in the armbar. Didn't think this through. Then you got the flames all by his face. And now the movie gets even more interesting, right? He gets punched into an electrical fence where he gets electrocuted and becomes supercharged Bennett.
John, I feel good. Just like old times. What's it feel like to be a dying man?
This becomes even more terrible.
You're a dead man, John. Bullshit.
Then he uses one hand and just starts whipping him across the galaxy with one hand.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
And he throws a pipe through his entire body.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
Let off some steam, Bennett. King of the one-liners, baby. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let out some steam, Bennett. Then he gets his daughter back, and look who comes. General Franklin Kirby. And brings a military force to show up for cleanup duty. And Franklin Kirby calls him once again to come back, to go back to work.
I'd just like you to start off your unit again, John. All it would take is you're coming back. It's the last time.
General Franklin Kirby has been trying to get him to come back to the service and start his unit again. From the beginning of this movie, he cared nothing about his old men going down and none of this. He needed Matrix back into the force and back into the service. He cared nothing about what went down here. Daughter kidnapped, none of it.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
I'd just like you to start off your unit again, John. All it would take is you're coming back. This was the last time. Until the next time.
No chance.
No chance. And there it is. Commando, baby. Yeah, Tommy Chong's daughter. The one he don't even remember making because he was so high. And we never got to see Commando 2 and 3, so he was telling the truth when he said no chance of Colonel Matrix coming back. This was it. No chance.